These three individuals wanted to support us with hard dollars such that we can advance our environmental, our baseline, our engineering, and our working capital over the course of the next year and a half. So this is quite strategic, not only as it relates to the use of proceeds, developing the project beyond exploration, but it also provides quite a bit of thought leadership.
Hello, and thank you for tuning in to the Assay TV, where today I am joined once again by President and CEO of NorthIsle Copper and Gold, Sam Lee. NorthIsle owns 100% of its flagship North Island project, located near Port Hardy, British Columbia, one of the most promising copper-gold porphyry deposits in Canada.
So welcome, Sam. It's great to have you back here on the Assay TV.
Thank you very much, Katie. It's great to be back.
So can you just give our viewers a quick recap of NorthIsle Copper and Gold and its key objectives moving forward?
Sure. NorthIsle Copper and Gold, as your listeners may know, it's a big copper gold porphyry project located in British Columbia. Over 5 billion pounds of copper equivalent in indicated resources, another 3 billion in inferred. We've got a PEA that suggests this is about $1 billion project, both in NPV and CapEx. With about a 20% IRR for a 22-year mine life. So a very significant project with a ton of upside on the exploration front as well.
So in terms of the upside on the exploration front, you recently announced some positive surface exploration results. Can you tell us about where they're located and what kind of results you were seeing there?
Sure. So that would be on Pemberton Hills. This is a culmination, of over 5 years of work that we did with ourselves in Freeport. Obviously, was a joint venture partner at one point in time. Spent about $5 million. We've essentially focused our work around a massive 6.5 by 1.5 kilometer lithocap, which clearly, in any respects, defines a massive porphyry system. The $5 million really has been focused on IP, mag, some drilling, some mapping, and what we've concluded is that this porphyry system is tilted towards the southeast. We've obviously hit mineralization, copper mineralization, so we know it's there. And the drilling really that we're looking to advance over the next 12 months is around 14 holes towards the northeast that really focuses on the point of intersection where we believe the source of the porphyry is.
Excellent. So the big news release recently was that you conducted a raise with some cornerstone investors. Can you go into more depth about that raise, please, and where you plan to allocate the funds?
Sure thing. So recall that last year we raised $7 million in critical metals flow through. That satisfies our commitment, exploration commitment for this year, 2023. The funds that we raised with these cornerstone investors was more of a strategic financing in the sense that between these three individuals, Dale Corman, our chairman, Michael Gentile, who is a very prodigious investor that many of you know, and then third is Donald K. Johnson, who is a legend in his own right within certainly the Canadian communities. These three individuals wanted to support us with hard dollars such that we can advance our environmental, our baseline, our engineering, and our working capital over the course of the next year and a half. So this is quite strategic, not only as it relates to the use of proceeds, developing the project beyond exploration, but it also provides quite a bit of thought leadership around three individuals who have made billions of dollars for shareholders of themselves on a multitude of projects over the past 20 years. And this is in this volatile market. I do believe that this thought leadership is critical when people are looking for places to obviously invest in and take advantage of the opportunity. They look to these types of people to guide them.
Excellent. And so in terms of the project as a whole, what do you think sets this project apart from competitors?
Well, firstly, it's the access to infrastructure. I think it's second to none. Within a 25-kilometer radius, you've got 2 power substations that can provide clean energy, renewable energy from BC Hydro, cheap power, 6.5 cents a kilowatt hour. We've got 2 paved roads that go directly into the property. So you look down, they're paved roads, you look up, there's power lines. And then of course, within a 25-kilometer trucking distance along pre-existing roads, there's arguably the closest deep sea water port at Cole Harbor from continental America to Japan. Port Hardy is only about a 30-minute drive away, which BHP, our neighbor, once used as their epicenter to house their 3,000 direct and indirect workers. And it's only about a 50-minute to an hour flight from Vancouver South Terminal. So extremely easy access. So with all those attributes, I think it's clear that this is one of the most developable projects in Canada. It's approximately the second largest copper porphyry development story in Canada that is not owned currently by a major or an intermediate. So these are all attributes that point towards this being a very compelling investment opportunity.
Right. I guess just as a roundup for this interview, can you just let us know and our investors some key milestones we can look out for in the year to come?
Sure. So I talked about the big exploration program with Pemberton Hills. The other exploration target is a target called Northwest Expo, which we publicly come out and said we're looking to find an additional 40 to 50 million tons of incremental resources. That's going to be performed through our drilling endeavors this year. And we're targeting rock that's approximately 2 to 3 times greater in NSR value than what we currently have. So approximately $75 per ton rock. That's informed by a much higher gold grade zone within the copper porphyry. And the beautiful thing about this is it's only about 3.5 kilometers away from our project. So once we define that resource base, that incremental 40 to 50 million tons of resource, the next step is to vend it into our project description and enhance the project with much more significant and valuable NSR per ton ore.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for joining us today, and I look forward to hearing all the plenty of news flow that's due to come out for NorthIsle, and we'll catch up again soon.
Thanks very much, Katie.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.